Okay, writing the equations for vertical or horizontal lines is actually quite simple. Um, I'm going to show this to you visually. Okay, here's just a quick graph. Remember, this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. If I graph the point -1, 2, that would be starting at the origin. I'm going to go 1 to the left and then up 1, 2, and that's going to be the point right there. That point is directly above the -1 in the x-axis, and it's directly across from the 2 on the y. Now, if I were to draw a horizontal line going through that point, you will notice that horizontal lines are parallel to the x-axis. They never cross the x-axis. Therefore, there is no x-intercept. On an earlier problem, we covered x and y intercepts, and that's where your line crosses the x-axis. Since it cannot cross the x-axis, there can be no x in the equation. Your equation for this line is simply y is equal to the y coordinate of that point, because it's going through the y-axis right here. This is 2 on the y-axis. Now, if I were to draw a vertical line through that point, the vertical line is parallel to the y-axis. It never touches the y-axis, so there's no y-intercept. And if there's no y-intercept, there can be no y in the equation. So the equation for vertical lines is x is going to equal whatever the x coordinate is of that point, -1. And if you look at it, that vertical line going through that point does cross the x-axis right here. That is -1. So when it says write the equations, my horizontal was my green one. I would type in y equals 2. My vertical was the pink, and I'd type in x equals -1. That's all there is to that.